the odd sign now that Šulović is finally getting into his stride. His last two visits have been 140, 140.
Yeah, the 140 in the previous leg, by far the best darts that he's thrown. Sometimes it doesn't matter where they go, Stu. As long as they're well thrown, you actually feel like, that's it, I'm going in the right direction. Definitely better.
60.
Muramatsu, really straight, isn't he?
Good player, really good player. Well, this pair, the Austrian pair of Šulović and Langendorf, reached the group stages in the first
100.
World Cup of Darts. They beat Denmark, they beat Northern Ireland, failed to get out of the group. Last year, they beat New Zealand, then lost to Holland. It was Dietmar Berger who was partnering Šulović. But look at this, brilliant darts. The young man, Katsumi, on his debut, the Japanese #2 ranked player, and he's having the time of his life. Brilliant performance. He's been the dominant player.
Hitting form, the big Austrian Mincer Šulović, giant killer. World Championships past. He's woken up.
Well, huge game when you consider that they're playing the top seeds. England also in this Group A. So it would be fair at this stage to say that the winner of this game will feel that they've got a great chance of qualifying. Top for Langendorf. 12 dart leg. That's more like it. After the woes of the opening couple, Austria are back in business.
It's now 3-all, and Austria have the darts.
Well, I mentioned there could be key moments. Really, really important. But Šulović really has. Well, he's come out of his shell, hasn't he? Because the first two legs he was very, very quiet, couldn't get into any rhythm. But those 6 missed darts for a 4-2 lead
100
for the Japanese pair.
You mentioned rhythm. It's tough when you play pairs because you all year round, really. You play singles and you get into a rhythm.
140.
To do it in pairs, it's a tough ask sometimes. Some people thrive on it, some don't.
How were you at pairs?
60.
Mediocre. I'm being honest with you. I wouldn't lie, I could say I was great, but my partners would have said I weren't great.
Yeah, it didn't suit you.
I didn't mind it, I quite enjoyed it, I was successful enough, but I just found that sometimes you felt you needed to throw more to get into that rhythm that you really liked. It's got to be said, Mencer's doing a really good job of upping the game after the bad start, which you alluded to.
Well, Austria favourites to go ahead for the first time in this game.
140.
More straight darts from Muramatsu, but still a long way behind in this leg. Well, we'll just go now for treble 20. He made a mess of that.
45.
In the first dart, okay, it was wide, but didn't really do any damage. Still in control, the Austrians.
Well, very much a tale of missed opportunities for the Japanese pair. 140 puts some pressure
86.
on Šulović to go ahead for the first time.
Now single 18. Well, that leaves double 7. We've seen it missed by the Japanese. Mincer doesn't miss it. Come on, he says. Sticks his thumb up. Yeah, they loved it, Mincer. Oh, this has been a good contest. Japan will feel that they should have been walking off after missing 6 darts at a double.
58.
To go 4-2 up instead of 3-all. Not the best of start for the big Austrian. What can Muramatsu do? Can he punish him?
Well, Japan, who haven't won a game
140.
at the World Cup of Darts. Could this be the moment? 140 under pressure. Brilliant from Muramatsu. Oh,
45.
to play England in front of a big crowd in Hamburg tonight. What a prospect that would be for the Japanese duo.
60.
Minter. Still here, a big one. A ton's no good here. He may have to switch. That's awkward for him because his darts really do lay down. That was like a switch in itself. That was superb.
100.
A ton it is. Oh, great dart from Muramatsu. Really big dart. 2 140s in this leg from the Japanese number one. But under pressure, Haruki Muramatsu has been brilliant, hasn't he? Well, I think it was only one. I think it was in the single one. Not too much damage done.
Well, again, 161. Real straight darts all the way through this match the Japanese have thrown. May go for a 25 or a bullseye.
90.
Brilliant dart.
Well, they're potentially a dart away from winning a match for the first time ever at the World Cup of Darts and setting up a dream date against Phil Taylor and Adrian Lewis, the number
85.
one seeds tonight.
It requires 71.
To win the match.
Treble 13. Single 18. For double top. And he gets it. There's the reaction from Muramatsu. And him and his partner Katsumi beat the Austrians. And they will play England tonight.